The boys watched the automobile creep toward the foot of the grade. The driver looked left, saw the train, and halted. He turned briefly to the woman beside him and then put on the power again, charging up the slope. The boys froze in terror. What in the world was he doing? "Hey!" Jimmy screamed involuntarily over the roar of the approaching train. "Look out!" The little automobile surged forward, the hot breath of the locomotive almost on top of it, the engineer's face frozen in terror as he hung on the whistle chain. It was going to be close. Then, at the crest of the grade, astraddle the tracks, the vehicle seemed to falter and stall. "Holy!" was all that Bobby managed to stammer out. The moment of impact seemed so unreal that neither boy would remember anything about it except for the sound. A sharp scream, they thought, which could have well been the squeal of brakes as the engineer locked them down. In the next heartbeat, when they may have blinked or looked away, came the noise, a penetrating, screeching roar of crumpling metal and splintering wood, so loud that they could feel it pass through their bodies, as if they were themselves involved. Bobby later swore the sound had a smell, as though by sheer force it had smashed through one of his senses and into another. The little electric automobile, or what was left of it, was tossed a good 20 yards from the tracks and had landed wheels up, with a pair of trousered legs protruding from underneath. The heavy storage batteries had broken loose from their mounts and, when the vehicle turned turtle, landed on the driver's head, crushing it as easily as a grape. The woman had been thrown clear of the vehicle and was lying crumpled in the rain, like a pile of bloody gauze in a battlefield hospital. For 30 paces from the point of impact, the ground was littered with bits of man and machine, scattered by the hurtling train, shards of wood, shattered spokes, the lacquered handle of the control tiller. Near the upturned machine rested, prim and upright, the upholstered seat, torn and bloody and with bits of brain tissue oozing down the leather, and nearby, a man's hat and 2 ladies' shoes. The gruesome sight was too much even for the ghoulish curiosity of young boys, and they sprinted in horror to the nearest house with a telephone. When the cops arrived, both boys would tell the same story, that they saw the man look, attempt the crossing, and then stop his machine at the apex of the grade, set the handbrake, shut off the motor, and then sit there, looking straight ahead, doing nothing. The cops didn't buy it for a second. What did boys know about automobiles? Which lever did this? What control did that? Besides, everyone knew that in the rain, these newfangled electric autos were jiggery things, prone to perverse faults and failures of wiring or switchgear. The damn electrical contraption had probably shut itself off on the tracks, its master incapable of coaxing it back to life. Until time ran out.